So, after a long break, today we are going to create a Pong game. So, let's just get started with it. So, basically, we are going to create a Pong game. So, basically, Pong में होता क्या है? So, if you have played ping pong, it is somewhat of a table where there are two people on डिफरेंट साइड्स लाइक एक साइड पे एक आदमी होता है दूसरी साइड पे दूसरा आदमी होता है टेबल से एक बॉल को इधर से उधर फेंकते रहते हैं whoever guy misses the ball the other one gets the point, right? Simple as that. So pong basically हमारे मोबाइल में हम खेलते हैं वो गेम्स होती है just like ping pong but a little different. So that is what we are going to create through turtle. So turtle is basically used to create GUIs. And what is GUI? A graphical user interface. All right, so what we're going to do is create a window. For window we say wn and turtle dot screen. So we had given a title and then we have decided a background color which is bg color. You can keep it to any other bg color but I chose black just for no reasons. And then I'm going to just set up the width and the height of the screen, which I kept to 800 in width and 600 in height. You can keep it anything that you want, but I think for laptop this is the best one. wn.tracer is equal to 0. Now we are going to create the score keeping. So basically scores will appear at the top and they will be initial as 0, right? The score A and B, because there will be two players, paddle A and paddle B. So we are going to now create paddle A. So what is a paddle A? So paddle A will be defined over here. So I'll just say paddle underscore A is equal to turtle dot turtle. So I initially said like it is an part of GUI which will be a widget. Alright, so now I'm going to just say that what is going to be look like, what this paddle is going to look like. So first I'll just adjust the speed which will be at 0, so it won't move too fast or too slow. So the shape of this will be square, that's what I want. And then I'll keep the color as white because I kept the background color as black. So let's just say white. And then once we're done with the color, now I'm going to say paddle underscore a dot shape size. So shape size, stretch width to 5 and stretch length to 1. That will make it perfectly rectangular, right? So now it will look perfectly fine. Then I'll say pen up and then go to, and paddle a go to minus 350, because as per the size I did a little bit of calculations, because as per the width it is 800 width. And then if you were to just understand mathematics कि यार एक बोर्ड है जिसकी हाइट है width है मतलब कितना चौड़ा है, it is 800, so both the sides 400, right? So 350, so ये एकदम slightly corner से थोड़ा अलग रहेगा. So it will be on the sides, like एक right side पे होगा एक left side पे होगा, but from the borders it will be slightly far, right? So दोनों paddles हो गए, paddle A and paddle B. Now we're going to create the ball. So the ball will be like bouncy. It will touch the paddle and then it will bounce off to the another one. So it will be the same, and I'll just keep it square. You can keep it circle if you want to, but I'll just keep it square only, because I'm trying to replicate the older versions like first Pong game. So now I'll just go to 0 0. That means it will be on the center point of the table. Dx dot and everything all set. Now we're good to move towards the score, right? So what we have done so far, paddle A and paddle B, and then we had also defined the ball. So half of the work is already done. So now we are going to create the score. So we are already somewhat created the entire screen, and then we'll be defining the functions of it, like how things are going to work. It is not like that the ball will automatically move and the paddles will automatically kick it. No, we have to define functions, right? So first we'll just complete this part and then we'll move to the functions. So it is very simple. It is totally understandable English. You can just understand pen dot go to, that means it is saying that you need to go to 0 comma 260. you need to do some a little bit mathematics. You need to just understand the angles and the size of the page, and then you need to just understand that where is x axis, where is y axis, and where it will be placed at. It is simple mathematics. Then font. So the font will be, I'll just keep it to simple courier, and then 24 bold. I believe that will be fine. All right, so now it looks good to go. So we're now going to move towards the functions. So how many functions do you think we need? Not a perfect idea, but for paddle A and paddle B, we both of them need an up and down, because the paddle won't move forward or backward, they'll just move up and down. So both the paddles up and down, that means four functions for them. And then we'll also need a little bit for the ball. No, for the ball we don't need any functions, we'll just make that different. So we'll just create the functions for these things. All right, so let's just copy paste that. All right, so the paddle A work is done. Now we're good to move towards the paddle B. So the paddle B will be exactly same. All right, so it is throwing any error. All right, let's just wait it till it's done. Okay, it's, I think, oh yes, got it. It is supposed to be B everywhere. We just copied and pasted that. So we need to change that to paddle B. Now it is perfect. It's paddle B down. So y is equal to paddle B dot y core, and y minus is equal to 20, and things like that. So it will move around by 20 steps at a time. So if you click like down arrow, then it will move 20 steps at a time, which is not too much. It is perfect. So now we are going to like on key press. So when you press which key, so what happens is this. So when you press W or S, it will move up and down for paddle A, and for paddle B, up and down is up and down. Simple as that. So up key is basically the key that you have on the right hand side below your shift. You know those four keys like left, right, up, down, those little four keys. That's what it is. So w1 dot listen. Okay, so while true, inside while true we'll just update everything, and now we're going to move the ball. So ball dot set x, ball dot x core plus ball dx. All right, so this is simple. Now what we're gonna do is let's just say border checking. So we need to understand where are the borders, right? So if in case let's just say the ball goes and um, doesn't touch the paddle, so where does it go? It goes out of the screen. If we don't have any borders, right, it will not bounce off back, it will go away. So in that case we need a border, right? So for that we are going to just create a bunch of borders. uh, we precisely need, okay, four borders. So the borders are being done. Ball dot xcore. Okay, ball xcore, blah blah. Now what we're gonna do is update the scores, right? So once you have created the paddles, once you have created the balls, once you have created the borders, and now we're going to create the scores, right? So where does the ball goes, you get score. That is what this is. If ball goes out of my court, you'll get the score. If ball goes inside your court, I'll get the score. That's how it works. Simple as that. Basic logic. All right. Same thing. Just change a little bit things. Okay, make it different, and that's it. So now we are going to do one more thing over here. So ball dot x score uh, is greater than 340, and if it is smaller than 350, that means it is in the middle. So we are defining collidation, right? If the ball touches the paddle, it needs to bounce off, right? It needs to bounce off. So that's what we want. That's we are defining over here, right? It needs to bounce off and go back. So how many steps it needs to go back? -1 at a time. So it's just going to go away. So it is somewhat like paddle and ball fight. It is going to get you know what, that collide. Yeah, it is going to collide and then bounce off back to the other side of the paddle. The same similar thing, we are going to just copy paste that, and we are done. We're just going to change a little bit of signs, and then once we are done with that, we are done with the code. Okay, so it's perfect. Now we're good to run the program and see whether it works or not, and I think it will work perfectly fine. But let's just see how many errors do we have, how hard we are to kill. So let's just say python pong.py, and okay, boom. Oh, I got the score, and you see the things are moving. I'm pretty bad at this game, I think. Let's just quit this.